So I majored in linguistics in college. I studied mostly the sentence structure of English. So I was looking at weird sentences and trying to figure out how they were generated. But while I was in college, I also spent a lot of time at it's a bike co-op on campus. So it was a nonprofit student-run bike shop that I was spending like 40, 50 hours a week at for all of my 4 years there. After college, I went into construction management. I had kind of grown up swatting nails on job sites, vacations and summer, summer, so on and so forth. And I went into construction management after college and spent 2 years managing a major gut renovation of a property in Northern California, and learned a lot there. Learned a lot about managing people, learned a lot about being in over your head, and learned a lot about crisis management as well. I took on a project that was significantly larger than my skill set at the time, and there were a bunch of failures that happened, as they often do on construction projects like that, and kind of learned a lot about managing my own emotions. And when that was done, I decided that I wanted fewer dependencies in a project, and I started my own business building custom bicycle frames. And so I'm a machinist and a welder, and I ran a little machine shop out of my house and was building, $5,000 to $10,000 bicycles for customers. Everyone was unique, and spent a lot of time learning about the craft of frame building, and so there are a bunch of different technical skills that I kind of picked up, but then also was doing my own graphic design and social media management, as it were, which taught me a lot in that case about kind of the social needs in my career. I had kind of come away from construction thinking I want to have fewer people dealing with me. I want to have fewer things that can go wrong in this project. I want to control more of it in my day-to-day life. Spent building bicycle frames was kind of a lonely period. I was alone in the woods, kind of working solitary all day, every day. And after 3 years of that, I realized that being around people was much more important to me. I took a job doing 3D design in a pretty traditional kind of manufacturing environment. And now I work at Undercurrent. We're a strategy company. We do kind of two big types of strategy. One is product, and so we work with clients to help them figure out what they should build and how they should test for product market fit. And on the other hand, we deal with clients that are looking for help with organizational design. And that generally means somebody who has a product that's selling and they have customers, knocking their door and so on and so forth. And our job in that case is to help them structure their teams in such a way that they can deliver those products on time and maintain healthy relationships with their customers. Undercurrent is a unique kind of consultancy. The people that work here generally have kind of maker backgrounds, using that term broadly. So my maker background is, includes welding for a couple of years, and it includes doing kind of supply chain management for manufacturing. Whereas other folks here have maker backgrounds that span from, embedded electronics to actual software development to marketing. But we don't, and we have some people that have kind of stronger finance backgrounds, but we're not that kind of consultancy, right? So most of us have side projects. Most of us have extracurricular interests that end up being really helpful in the work that we do with our clients. And so we can provide a kind of perspective that a bigger consultancy and one that's more traditional is not really able to provide. And so there's a balance there where I want to maintain my own projects that don't directly interface with our client work, but they help me maintain the skills and perspectives that are really valuable to our clients. And so a lot of what I struggle with on a day-to-day basis is figuring out what exactly my kind of longer-term career goals are, and where, what the balance is there between independent projects that I am working on and the client work that I'm involved in, and figuring out how those two things interface together and how I can use one to benefit the other and vice versa.
Wow.